Welcome to Timoteo Playoff Edition. We're breaking down the playoff games, giving our input, and making some predictions, or some may say see in the future. But with me, I got Chris, Packers coach, Buddy, Packers coach, and then the great and powerful Oracle, who will provide us his wisdom and insight on the games. So with the well, before I get into it, I do want to thank the 4 teams who unfortunately were not able to make the playoffs, but fought hard this season. We got the Cardinals just missing the playoffs with 3 wins, Ravens with 2, Saints with 1. Steelers unfortunately weren't able to get a win, but had a lot of close games. So thank you to those 4 teams for participating. Hopefully you'll come out and watch some of these playoff games because it'll be good. But so the playoffs will be starting at 5 p.m. So we'll have 2 games at 5 and then 2 games at 6:30. So make sure you note that. If you come out 3:30, you're just gonna have to wait a little bit. But so let's get into it. So rankings wise, we'll start off with the number 1 seed, and no surprise, it's the Eagles going undefeated. This is their 3rd undefeated regular season, and an improvement from last year where they were only the 5th seed but still made it to the Urban Bowl. They're going for their 6th appearance in the Urban Bowl and their 4th championship. So we'll see what happens right now in their driver's seat. And they'll be playing the Titans, who are the 8th seed, who finished 3 and 5. Breaking down those teams, the Eagles they were first in offense, so tied for first in offense overall with 253 points scored, and 2nd in defense with only allowing 99. Titans scored 167 and had with the 8th offense with the 6th defense 170. So we're going to take that over. Oh, in the regular season when they faced each other, the Eagles ended up whooped the Titans 31-12. So Titans are looking for some revenge, going from the 1st seed last year all the way down to the 8th, but it's a new day, playoffs begin. So the Oracle is going to share his great wisdom on this game. So Oracle, what do you have to say about this matchup here versus the 1 and 8 seed?
First, I'd like to take a couple minutes to talk about myself. The Oracle had an astonishing record of 36-12 on the season, and some would say this week I went 5 for 6. I'm going to say I went 6 for 6. There were some controversial calls in the Eagles-Redskins game, and I will say I did not approve of those calls. So I'm going to go with a 6-0 week. Oracle is tightening up for the playoffs. I have never, ever missed a call in the playoffs. So the Eagles, Titans. Titans have started to come along. Lex is becoming the quarterback we thought he was going to be. Jacob shaping up to be the player we thought he was going to be after leading the league in touchdown catches last year. This will be an interesting game, depending on what Leroy, Ant, and Demir can do. Bang, bang! The final score, I believe this is my stone cold lead pipe lock of the week. Titans 18, Eagles 31. Bang, bang!
All right, so 31-18, is that right, Oracle?
That is indeed correct.
Okay. And yeah, the Oracle, he did promise at the beginning of the season to be perfect, so I don't know about those 12 mishaps there. But and now he's predicting the end. It's kind of like Harold Campy predicting the end of the world. So I don't know
good friend of Harold Campy.
We can now
very good friend.
We can tell. So we'll see what happens with that. But he picked the Eagles, so I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay, let's move to our other 5 o'clock game. We got the 3rd seeded 49ers finishing the year at 6-2 against the 6th seeded Colts, who finished the season 4-4. 49ers, this is their first year in the playoffs. Colts, they come back. They had the 8th seed last year, so they moved up 2 seeds. But it should be a good game. In the regular season, these 2 teams met, but the Colts actually beat the 49ers 45-44, just a shootout, no defense whatsoever. And overall, you can see that in their stats. 49ers tied for first in offense with 253 points, but they're 8th in defense with 194 allowed. The Colts, 7th in offense with 178, but they were 11th in defense. So that same defense wins championships. The Colts are the team that could prove that wrong if they win it all, because they have no defense so far in the regular season. Colts are going on a 3-game losing streak right now, as the 49ers won their last 2 games. So 49ers got the momentum, it seems like, going into this game. Chris, what do you have to say about the 49ers and the Colts?
Well, first I want to say every week, the old 49ers surround me, and they harp on me because they think I'm the Oracle. Do I look like an Oracle to you? Look, Oracle, me. Same table. We're not even using trick cameras, nothing. So I have nothing to do with the Oracle. But anyway, the 49ers, they're really the story of the year, right? I mean, they come in, they have no coach, right? And even, and they find ways to win each and every week. But then I started doing a little research and I found out why they're able to win so many games. Well, first week they played the Steelers, 0 wins. Then they played the Cards, who had only 3 wins on the season. Then they played the Saints. How many wins they got? 1 win. And then they finally play somebody who has a 500 record in the Colts. And what happens? They lose, right? And then they play the Titans, 3 wins. And then the Skins only lost 1 game this week. It spanked them. Whack, whack, whack. That's right. And then finally they play the Ravens and then the Raiders, both with losing. And then here they are. Best offense in the league. My grandma could throw touchdowns on these teams, right? And she's been dead for years, right? So anyway, all that said, the stars have aligned. They have aligned because right now they have to play the Colts. And it's real hard to beat the same team twice, right, in a season. So I think they're going to come in and they're going to shock the world and actually get a 1 win in the playoffs against Colts. And they're going to beat the Colts 45-44. And I'm putting all my money on it. That's what's going to happen.
All right. And the spread in that game, the 49ers are favored by 1. Earlier, I forgot to mention the Eagles are favored by 13 in their game. But, so it looks like Chris is predicting it's just going to be a flip-flop of the scores. We'll see what happens.